welcome to another video of a game I really like. Today I am going to gush about Miss Lara Croft, and I do realize that I'm gonna rustle some jimmies with my old-fashioned Tomb Raider views, because the reboot of the reboot has been selling well. Not well enough for Square Enix, mind you, apparently. And I'm gonna say it. I really do not like the reboot at all. The games were okay. In fact, Rise of the Tomb Raider is my favorite of the reboots. It was pretty good, but overall, they look pretty. But where is Lara Croft in all of that? Like, I really just do not like this Lara Croft. To me, the new one feels like an imposter, and I just can't find myself growing attached to her. That's it. They tried so hard to make Lara relatable TM that, like, the essence of Tomb Raider got lost somehow. I just wish after the remastering that just was released this year on Lara's birthday that they would take all of the games, 1, 2, 3, 4, Chronicles, and Angel of Freaking Darkness, and just did a remake. Give him the Final Fantasy treatment. Please, I'm begging you. I hope to dear God they reboot it again. A reboot of the reboot of the reboot. Please, I'm begging you. Please don't continue where Shadow of the Tomb Raider left off. It will literally kill me inside. But anyways, since I'm talking about the essence of Lara Croft, if I were to recommend a game from the Tomb Raider franchise to someone who's never played one before, I would pick my absolute favorite. Tomb Raider Legend was released in 2006, early 2000s game. I had it on the PSP, I still have it, but I can't find it. The story centers around Lara Croft. This particular game centers around a portal that she saw when she was a little girl.
Lara, have you found anything for the fire? Lara, what are you... Oh, no, get back! Good Lord. What is it?
There's something in the light.
Stay here. What? Who are you? What? What about my daughter? You stay away from her. She meant no harm.
What's happening, Mother? Who's there?
Oh, God!
Mother? Mother!
And she's trying to find out how to reactivate it, how to get her mother back, and that's pretty much the crux of the story. This is a trilogy of games, in a sense. While Legend is a complete game that you can go start to finish and you have a complete story, it's not complete. For you to get the complete story, you would need to also play Tomb Raider Underworld, and to an extent Anniversary, to see how Lara even began.
Lara Croft, meet Jacqueline Natla of Natla Technologies.
Good afternoon, Miss Croft. My research department has recently turned its focus to the study of ancient artifacts, and I'm led to believe that with the right incentive, you're just the woman to find them for me.
Because Anniversary is based on the very first Tomb Raider game, before it was owned by Eidos and Core, but after the disaster that was Angel of Darkness, it crushed Core as the developer of the game. So then the whole Lara Croft Tomb Raider franchise got rebooted into this trilogy, which consists of, chronologically, Tomb Raider Anniversary, Tomb Raider Legend, and Tomb Raider Underworld. And that trilogy of games is my favorite trilogy of all of them, with Legend being my favorite overall. What I really like about Legend is that it gives you the whole Tomb Raider experience in a modern format. In the first games developed for the PlayStation 1, you had to do all this puzzle platforming and precise movement, back flips and all of that. Here it's more modernized and you don't really need to pay attention to precise movement that much. It does provide some great environments, like you get a whole variety of places to go in good old Lara fashion. Tomb Raider Legend to me is the complete package of what a beginner Tomb Raider experience should be, because it's not exactly a difficult game. I don't think it is, unless you're someone who really doesn't play games. It's pretty easy, especially once you master the headshot. Every like trash mob becomes so easy. You can literally go through the entire game with just her dual pistols, except for a few things that I won't spoil. In terms of gameplay, there's also little trophies and rewards you can collect by collecting relics inside the games. You can unlock a bunch of different outfits for when you replay the levels or you do the time trials. Bonus, in this game you get to go through an entire level in a dress with bare feet for all you Tarantino enjoyers out there. And bonus, because this game knows its audience, you can play in a bikini in Croft Manor. You're welcome. It really is a game that shouldn't take you too long. A casual speedrun where you know where every relic for the bonus content and the unlockables is. If you go for a 100% speedrun, not like a professional, like 2 minutes glitch or something, just casual speedrun, I would say I can finish the game in like 7 hours. I consider the game pretty easy, even on the most difficult difficulty. The only thing that might give you trouble on the hardest difficulty are the bosses. The gameplay of it is just plagued by this early 2000s disease called QTEs, quick time events. This game is full of quick time events, so if you don't like those, well, too bad. The bike battles can get really annoying because you have to take out every mook for you to progress the level and get out of it. And on hard mode, the ones in the white shirt with the shotgun randomly just two-shot you. So good luck with that level. And also there's just some things in the Kazakhstan bike level that's just really irritating. The Kazakhstan bike level is by far the worst thing about this game, but the music's killer though. Music slaps. Other than that, it's pretty good. Lara Croft, the main character. I grew up with this lady. By the way, if you really want to piss me off, one of my biggest gamer registered trademark pet peeves is calling Lara Croft Laura Croft. Which is kind of ironic because Toby Gard and them, they actually wanted to name Lara Laura Cruz in the beginning. But then they settled on Lara Croft because they thought it would be easier to say for American audiences, which backfired. So, Lara Croft. I'm very saddened that Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix, like the devs, feel this need to make Lara relatable TM and like tone her down and make her whiny and like, I'm not gonna pretend I'm a game dev, but I feel like a balance can be struck between making her realistic but also keeping the epicness that was dual pistol Lara doing the flips and everything. You were right there, come on! You got this! You could pull through! And it's gone. And mostly just her charm, like her charisma. I feel like her riz is gone in the newer games. I really just, like, she's not as charming to me.
Welcome, Lara. You have been enjoying my little party?
とても楽しんでいます、西村さん. When Takamoto arrives, however, it may cause you some inconvenience.
Take care. He is a very dangerous man when his interests differ from yours.
You'd be amazed how persuasive I can be, even with dangerous men.
I am convinced. I am dangerous too, you remember. But please, enjoy the party while you can, and good luck.
This Lara Croft in this trilogy is just the way you want her. Agile, confident, sassy.
Lara! You're a busy beaver, aren't you?
Oh, look! It's Rutland! Fancy dropping down for a chat then?
Only if you can shoot this far.
You know long-distance relationships inevitably come to an end.
I'd wish you luck with that, but, you know.
Not one of your rotten little tombs!
Tell me about the sword, Takamoto.
What about it? What is it that fascinates you, Ms. Croft?
Let me have a look at it and I'll tell you.
Your persistence will be the death of you. You have disrespected me. You have broken into my house. You have killed my men.
I've simplified your payroll. And now, if you don't mind, I'll streamline your inventory.
And Keely Hawes just does such an amazing job. She is my Lara Croft. The other characters that got introduced in this game that I really like are Zip and Alistair. We won't talk about Winston because he's just a butler as always, like, Miss Croft, your tea. Zip is Lara's tech guru and Alistair is her in-house historian. And the three of them just have this dynamic that is so fun to play with and listen to. Because usually in the first games, the first iteration of Tomb Raider, you know, it's about the atmosphere of these grand tombs and you're all alone and it's quiet and dangerous. Ooh. I really just love Zip and Alistair and Lara just having a little bit of banter every now and then as you progress through the levels.
Go for it, Lara. Test your royalty.
No King of England jokes, Alistair. I probably have to turn on the power first.
Hey, now that the power's on, maybe you can go back and pull out Excalibur. It's not Excalibur! The sword and the stone and Excalibur were two different bloody swords! Arthur got Excalibur after the sword and the stone broke in his battle with Valinor! Oh, good grief, nobody gets it straight! That's because nobody cares.
Boys.
Sorry.
And what of Excalibur, ye mighty sword of legend? 'Twas Merlin who did bringeth Arthur to yon magical lake, wherein didst dwell ye lady of the lake. And from her hand didst Arthur take Excalibur. And yea, ye sword couldst ne'er be broken, for 'twas its magic.
I'm confused. Weren't Excalibur and the sword and the stone the same thing? They were two bloody different swords!
Now, Zip. That was too easy.
It just makes the characters more alive. They did tone it down in Underworld though, but that's because Underworld has a more dark and sinister feel to it. I can't really talk much about the characters without spoiling what happens in Underworld and like throughout the game. So I'm just gonna leave it there for now. Now the music. The music has some bangers in it. I really enjoyed just chilling to the Croft Manor theme. And we can't forget the GOAT, the legend. The main theme is so good. The main theme is actually sung in Gaelic. There isn't really much to say about this game because it's not like super deep or philosophical or anything. Like, you're just going in, guns akimbo, raiding tombs, killing anyone who's in your way, and uncovering the secret of the lost mommy. And I said mommy, not mummy. I just want a new game. I just want a new Tomb Raider game. Is that too much to ask? But this one is my favorite so far. Out of all of them, I can replay Tomb Raider Legend over and over, even though there's one level that really, really triggers my thalassophobia. Oh god! Ah! Oh god! Oh god! It's just a fun game. It's the game I would introduce someone to the franchise to. Hey, you don't like the whole survivor kind of gameplay of the newer ones? And if you don't like Legend because it's too short and maybe too easy, I would recommend for a newbie to the franchise to try out Tomb Raider Anniversary, because that one is an actual remake, 1-to-1 almost, with some new modern additions. An actual remake of the very first Tomb Raider game. So it has a bunch more puzzles than Legend or Underworld. And if I've really piqued your interest, this is the order I would probably play them in. Tomb Raider Anniversary, Tomb Raider Legend, and then Tomb Raider Underworld, and you've completed the King Arthur saga. For the originals, just go in order. Chronicles, optional, then 6, Angel of Darkness, if you really want to do that to yourself. The story of 4 is kind of continued in 6. 2013, Tomb Raider, Reboot of the Reboot, then we have Rise of the Tomb Raider, and lastly, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So this is if you've never played a Tomb Raider game before. I know at least one person who's my friend who's never played any of the OG Tomb Raider games, just the reboots. And I'm like, wow, you're missing so much Lara Croft in your life. If you can't tell, very dear to my heart, this franchise. This is one of the few franchises where I play every game that comes out. Except the mobile ones, like the Diablo-esque kind of ones. Seriously, I just want old Lara Croft back. Not you, you. I'm making everything worse. But we can keep Jonah. He's a precious little bean. I love him so much. We can, please, let's keep Jonah. If you can play the actual PSP version, if you still have a PSP. Or if you can play the PlayStation version. I had to get rid of my battery. Friendly reminder, check your lithium batteries. I would implore you to play those because I don't think the Steam version is very good. I have had so many problems with the Steam version. Bro, are you kidding me? Dude, you're supposed to be able to climb in Steam. I swear to God. How did you manage to break this? What the hell is happening here? Why is it bugged like this? Oh my god, are you kidding me? There we go! See these rumble effects? Look at what is going on? What is that? If you want to play this, you need to find a way to turn that off. Like, this wasn't like this in the PSP version. This is the PC version. There's some things like the next generation content. If you enable that and you run a level, it just freezes the entire game. The entire game just crashes for me. The Steam version is, like, not good. I don't like it. I've played the original PSP version. It was so much better. It didn't look as good, and it didn't run as smoothly, but, like, the difference is, like, look at this.
You sure about that map?
Unfortunately, there was some nonsense about the discovery of the real King Arthur's tomb here years ago, soon discredited. And yet another roadside attraction was born.
Well, let's see what we can see, shall we? At least it should be educational.
So I would implore you to find the console version of it somehow. Hope you enjoyed this little video. If you haven't tried it yet, give it a try. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Lara